Welcome to the latest edition of the Cocktail Crusader. Apologies for the long time in between episodes, but people have been on vacation, we're doing other things, investing in our cocktail skills. This episode, what are you going to learn how to make? The paper plane. Why? It's bourbon or whiskey based, and it's refreshing because
a quarter of it
is freshly squeezed juice. In particular, it's going to be, and this was a bit of a spoiler, it's going to be lemon juice, and so we have that already freshly squeezed. We already know two people who are going to be in this happiness party. The first guest is going to be Amaro. The second guest is going to be a bourbon or whiskey. I like bourbon. So that's going to be the second person in the party. Now we got to decide who the third person is going to be. It's going to be one of these Amaros. And you guys got to decide what Amaro you want to put in there, because they do recommend an Amaro Nannino if you want to make the original. But it's hard to find. It's twice as much as the rest of these Amaros, and I couldn't find it. So we are going to try these real quick. And then Cooper, what time is it?
4.
And what do we do at 4?
Pour.
Okay, can we raise the cocktail flag, please? Flags up. Blood alcohol limits up. And then also for ambiance, what else would you like to do?
Like the match.
Okay, let's get the pyrotechnician going on this. And then the third thing that he has to do is he has to fold a little paper plane to go on this cocktail. So we're going to try this. You know it's an Amaro when you cannot pronounce the name of it. So these generally come out of Italy. This is, I'm going to call it a Ramazotti. My apologies to the Ramazotti family for butchering the name. Let's try it. Let's get the first impression. I don't think I've ever had this straight. Okay, it's dark. It's not bitter. Has a nice aftertaste. Wow, that's not bad. That's sitting on the palate pretty well. And, you know, there's a reason they've been making that since 1815. Okay, I am not a master sommelier, so you're not going to hear things like it has a graphite flavor, pencil shavings, it's a nut chocolate from Lower Brazil. I can't do that stuff blindfolded. Okay, this is Amaro, so there you go. It has Amaro in the name. Let's give it a shot. It's got a skinny little neck, it's a cute little bottle. Much sweeter than the Ramazotti. That's nice. That's not offensive. That one's going to join the party. My thing is, I don't know if it's going to be complex enough for the conversation of happiness that we're going to have. So bear that in mind. It might just be an afterthought. Now, this one I just picked up today. We're going to call it Maletti. Sounds good. Maletti sounds Italian. We're going to take a sniffer off of that thing. Woo! This one's going to walk in the party and people are going to notice it. Yeah, that one stands out. That's the 6'6" person who walks into the party with heels on. Stands out, bold, dressed in like bright neon, because that's coming back. I thought it was over with the Nagel paintings during the 80s, but apparently neon's coming back. Woo! That one is, yeah. We'll have to see if that becomes part of our drink. Now this little guy, not quite as bold, I don't think, on the flavor. And let's get, this is Foro.
Got the airplane.
Okay, let's give it a nice job on the airplane for the finish on the cocktail. Let's try this one. That one is not as bold, but definitely interesting. There's mandarin oranges in there and lemon, lots of botanicals in all of these. And I think that is the one that we're going to try. This one, a little too mild. That one, a little too bold. Going with the Goldilocks selection process, this one is just right. What are the proportions of this libation?
You'll need 3/4 ounces of the following: bourbon, Aperol, lemon juice, Amaro Nannino. Or, if you have friends, and I hope you do, dump 4 ounces of each ingredient in the vessel of happiness.
And if you're asking how big this is, I'm going to say it's big enough. So we're just going to pour it right there. There's one. You're right. I've been informed, Cooper Crusader, that we also need to do a little something in the mini shaker. So I'm going to pour a little bit. Well, we got to do a little bit more than that. Can you open up the mini shaker?
Yeah.
So that's about a quarter of it here. Let's put it in.
Happiness in it.
There you go. That's our Amaro.
Is happiness in it? Then?
It's going to be happy here in a second. Right now, it's just waiting for its friends. The perfect amount of freshly squeezed lemon juice. There we go. And then for the baby shaker, then we have Aperol into our future paper plane. Depending anytime the Celsius gets above 80 degrees, people start bringing out the Aperol spritzers. So now we're going to add our bourbon. So this is our fourth ingredient. There we go. Oh, did we have the wind blow the ambiance out? So you never want the wind to blow your ambiance out. While Cooper does that, I will just put the ingredients for this in the front of the table here. Okay, we've got ice for the paper planes.
Yes.
We are going to shake both of these, about 20 shakes, Cooper. You want to grab yours, make sure put the hand on the bottom, hand on the top, shake it all together, and let's go. Stop when it gets super cold. Ready, set, begin. There you go. Feel it, Coop, how's that feel?
Oh my god.
All right, now let's get these cocktail glasses out. We're going to pour the paper plane into them. Anytime you use this much juice, it's going to be shaken, not stirred. So our Manhattans, we like to stir, because Manhattans are like what? Babies, never shake a baby. And then this is Cooper's. We're just going to pour that out. That looks pretty darn good, Cooper. Yeah, we're just going to have to find somebody who's over 21 to enjoy that.
How about mine?
Or a cat. Pinching at the side, you can see that lemon oil come into the cocktail. We'll slide that in. That in there. And then Cooper was kind enough to manufacture this paper plane out of what looks like Dad's notes that are super important for a client, but we will just explain to the client what happened there. And what you can do is, will you go get our guest tester? You know, I can edit the video. I can put Giselle's face on you.
Exactly.
Okay, this is what we're sampling today. This is Miss Windy Guy, a neighbor down the road and a fan of old fashions. First try for the paper plane. Cooper made the accessory there for your glass.
Oh.
Spectacular. Yes, and if you want to remove the paper plane so that it doesn't bite you, you can do that. And then I'll try this one. Covid cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. And let's try this puppy. Huh?
That is good. That is good.
Um,
That is dynamite.
okay, what do you like about it?
I will give it double thumbs up. Am I tasting more lemon than normal?
Yes, because there is, I guess it would be 25% of it is lemon juice.
Which I love in this hot weather. It's actually refreshing.
Yes, it's the summer cocktail
It is.
for our bourbon drinkers.
I love a good bourbon, and this with a little extra lemon juice is so good on a hot day. Thank you for letting me taste.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of Italy in there.
It's so good. I love a
Yeah.
good Italian.
No, it's like drinking a Ferrari. We've got another guest who would like to try a little libation here. Here we go. Yeah, this is Willow. Yeah, Willow had gone missing for 6 months, and despite all my prayers, she came back. Yeah. Cheers to the Cocktail Crusader.
Cheers.
Enjoy the paper plane.
Double thumbs up. It's awesome.
Give it a try on a nice summer night.